What's up, gang? Welcome back to Talking Tuesday or Shooting the Deuce. If you're listening on the podcast later, I appreciate you. Today we're going to cover Occupy Mars, Above Snakes, and Space Mechanics Simulator. We're going to do it all pretty quickly because I had a heck of a time getting everything to update. So hopefully everything is working like it's supposed to be. I assume it is. Maybe anyway. Man, it's been a day trying to get everything to update. Anyway, you guys listen later on the podcast. I appreciate you. Know that I stream on my YouTube channel, play games. Supposed to be Monday through Friday. I've had some setbacks as of recently, so via, like I said, updates and everything else. But anyway, let's go straight into Occupy Mars. It releases tomorrow as of the day of this podcast stream. Today is the 9th. It releases on the 10th, May 10th, 2023. So if you're watching this later, then it's already come out. But that's the point, is to point out upcoming games you may have missed in a simulator, survival, or city builder type setting. So Occupy Mars is both. Let's jump over and take a look, shall we? I think we shall. Let's go. Let me find the right page. There we go. So we have Occupy Mars, the game, releases in early access on May 10th. Survive, colonize Mars in a highly technical open-world sandbox game. Build and upgrade your base, discover new regions, conduct mining operations, retrieve water, generate oxygen, grow crops, and fix broken parts. Now, there's a lot to this. I'm going to try to kind of describe what we're seeing if you're listening later on the podcast. That way you can kind of keep up with us, too. Remember, this was a video live stream. But you're going to get some music and stuff out of this nonetheless. Let's go. We go. Occupy Mars, early access, May 10th. Open world survival, simulation, crafting, exploration, sci-fi, base building. Occupy Mars, thegame.com on Epic, Steam, and GOG.com. I don't know what that means, but whatever. So that was just the release trailer, basically. By Pyramid Games. So thanks so much to Pyramid Games for knocking this one out. Oh, hang on. Holy moly, that's loud. All right, let's turn that down a bit. Jeez, that came out of nowhere on me. Go ahead and just turn that back a bit more. I know I turned my compressor down, but jeez, man. Wild. So this is probably not gameplay footage. I'm just going to throw that out there. I played the demo for this. All right, so right now it's showing us shocks, the wheels and drum systems, the brake systems on the rover, the electrical system going to those. It's showing us how dynamic the game can be, which I think is pretty neat. Again, I played the demo. It was awful. I didn't even release the video. Doing some jackhammering on some rocks right now. It looks like the vehicle we're driving has a trailer with a crane attached, so we're collecting some rocks as well. Scanner with one of the Boston Dynamic robot dogs. That's kind of cool. H2O water pod, and then pod housing or development of some sort. The Boston Dynamics dog helping close doors and stuff. I feel like this is going to be really used on Mars, honestly. Let's stop right here for a second because there's a lot happening right now. Let's just back up a bit. So there's a whole base here that's been constructed, of course, just like you would think on Mars. The way that has been talked about for years, building on above ground pods and stuff, I think is one thing. But I do believe it's probably going to be more underground, if I had to guess. Just because of UV radiation and all that kind of stuff, it's probably going to be more underground base building. But I do see this being a very logical step, the way this is going. But either way, so we've got an above-ground base built here with tubes between the actual, looks like base structures. So you got walkway tubes that are probably airtight, if I had to guess. And then your airlocks and whatnot to go in and out of it. So let's go back. It's really loud, isn't it? Wow. Okay. Nice. So it looks like some solar panel farms maybe, and we're doing some repairs on them. Definitely some solar panel farms. There's solar panels in the background there. Doing some repairs on the solar panel farm, it seems. Got a big dock for the rover, or garage, whatever you want to call it, something like that. Big airlock door. What does that say on there? CD hanger. Gantry controller swap trailer heavy rover. So it looks like we can swap the trailer for something else, which is kind of neat. Or swap the rover for something else. Looks like we're putting the trailer on right now, so that's probably more likely. We got some gardening going on here. We saw that. If you've ever seen The Martian with Matt Damon in it, this is kind of what he did. Built a little garden inside one of the pods. It looked like the Boston Dynamics robot dog was helping out there. And I don't know if that's the Boston Dynamics dog. Probably not. They probably just made the model look like it. And then showed us an overhead shot of the base being built and all the structures and the domes and the greenhouses. Probably living quarters, and it looks like maybe oxygen tanks over here on this side. Solar panel farm. Again, there's just all kinds of stuff happening here, which is fantastic. There may be water tanks, actually. Just a whole lot. And then you expand your base, and you expand your base. Shows us sitting on a quad or a four-wheeler with what looks like a Starship landing. I would definitely say that's a reference to Starship. I don't know about you guys, but to me, I think it is pretty cool with the Boston Dynamics looking dog here, robot dog thing. Then down in the background, it showed all the pods and stuff. Very, very cool. I think this game's got a lot to offer. I think it's gonna be very neat. Playway, Pyramid Games, Occupy Mars comes out May 10th, which is tomorrow. If you're watching this on the 9th. Comes out tomorrow. Let's check out some of the images here. Let's go back. How does it look on the screen? Looks fine. Cool. So it looks like this is a scanner of some sort. I can't see what that is. But definitely a scanner of some sort. It looks like you have kind of a Pip-Boy thing for the Fallout players on your arm, where you have... basically, it shows you all your menu items. So instead of bringing up a menu, it shows you your Pip-Boy, kind of like Fallout would do. So we got the name is Mark. We got hydration and hunger. We've got stamina. We've got tiredness. Looks like we've got a compass of sorts here, which... Would a compass on Mars work the same way on Earth? I don't think so. The magnetic fields are going to be different. So, that's a good piece of tech there. That's going to be interesting to see how that works. I don't know. I'm not a scientist by any means. I have no clue. But it seems like it would be different. That's just my opinion. And then it's got our hotkeys. So we got hand tools. I don't know what those are, but it looks like maybe hotkey slots and then inventory slots. We do have to carry on H2O and O2 and CO2. Then it looks like something else, maybe a bed. I can't tell what that is. And it looks like we got some containers for stuff here, and then maybe a food container of sorts. And it looks like tools, pliers, and tape in our inventory there. All that kind of tells a tale of maybe what kind of things we're going to be looking into, so that's kind of neat. H2O, O2 slots, we can put them in there. If you've played Planet Crafter, then you'll be used to that setting there. All right, let's go to the next one. That's cool. Okay, so this is a base with black and red painted panels on the outside, so it looks like we're going to be able to customize a bit, which is really neat. That's a pretty small base. I'm assuming we can really grow these. Yeah, look at this. ERA, E-R-A. It looks like a starship on a landing pad, launch pad here with the rover. It really puts things in perspective how big that thing is. It's massive. On the other side, it looks like what would be a Falcon 9 over here on the other side of the base, which is kind of cool. And in the middle, we got, looks like some greenhouse, tree farms and whatnot. Different pods, solar panel farm, satellite dishes. It looks like there's 3 landing pads here, which is kind of neat, so that's cool. Shot of the rover and the trailer and the crane arm just kind of out on the surface. Just the surface of what it's going to look like. It looks like we can do a wing jetpack, which is way beyond what we have right now for tech, so that's kind of cool too. This must be the cabin of the rover. It kind of, yeah, it is. So there's a shot of the rover there on the overhead panel. In the actual rover, there's a shot of the rover, and it looks like the tires. It's giving you an assessment as you're going, maybe damages, statuses for different things. Kind of cool. So that's gonna be cool to see. Again, I played the demo of this, and it was pretty terrible. I'm not gonna lie. So I will probably be playing this game. I don't know if I'll be playing it tomorrow. It's very possible, but I'm not sure. More than likely, I will be. Depending on price, I'll probably be playing it. It looks like here in this image, we're getting the rover running into some of the other structures on the base, and it looks like it's damaging things. So it looks like it's blowing out maybe an air tank, gas tank, water tank. I'm not sure what it is. And then something else next to it, maybe a purification system of some sort. But it looks like it's actually destroying it when you hit it with the rover, so that's kind of neat. Water detection in progress, efficiency 16%. So it's a water detection sonar or radar or whatever you want to call it. Get your 2 sticks out and, you know, do your thing with them. It's kind of neat, to be honest. But it looks like that's what you're doing, walking around. And again, in our suit here, we're showing O2 source suit, altitude 163.15. So I'm guessing that's meters above what would be water level, I guess. I'm not sure. Suit O2. We got exterior O2, which is 0 or minimal. And then a health bar and a stamina bar. And then we got our hotkeys. It looks like we got, food, and then maybe some other stuff over here. Our compass is displayed down in the bottom in the center. So we have a constant look at that. On the bottom right-hand side, we've got build airlock, build workshop printer, build CO2 scrubber, build hydroponic shelves. So it looks like it's going to go pretty deep. Here it looks like we can set up character profile. So character, face, and then different spacesuits. You can choose, it looks like, your sex, and then old to young. And then skin tone, choose your name. Then you can preview with your helmet and your backpack. That's kind of neat. And then there's a shot of it right there. So it's just showing us in the character creation menu, it looks like, with our full suit on. Kind of cool. This looks like maybe a pod that we land in, maybe the spaceship. I'm not sure. There's some lettuce or some cabbage and kale or something on a table here, which is kind of cool. Looks like this is going to be our farm. That's kind of neat. A shot of the drone from the rover. Curiosity, that's kind of cool. Shot of some meteors hitting while we're on our quad. Pretty neat. This is the base. I don't know if this is going to be multiplayer, but there's multiple people here. Kind of cool. Some trees and stuff inside one of the dome greenhouses. Kind of neat. Another shot of the rover. Another shot of the wing pack with us standing on the ground. Another shot of the rover out. The lighting here looks really, really cool. I kind of like the lighting here. If this looks anything like what these images are, it's going to be a pretty fun game. Because, again, I played the demo, and the premise of it is great, but it looked like the execution was kind of bad in the demo. So hopefully it turns out a lot better than it is right now. Or was then. Shot of the night sky, very cool. Yeah, just moving along. This looks like maybe a wrecked spaceship, burnout spaceship of some sort. We can put windows in our bases. That's kind of cool, too. Look like a control room, maybe. There's a lot of images here. We got 40 images. We're just going to skip through some of these. A lot of this is kind of the same thing. Us flying really high. If that's Olympus Mons, that is Olympus Mons, the mountain. The highest mountain in the solar system, Olympus Mons, and we're flying above it in the game. That's kind of cool. Here's a quad running from some space debris of some sort. And then just a bunch of shots of the night sky and stuff. Looks really cool. Again, you can check all this out on Steam. Occupy Mars, the game. Go give it a look. We kind of have to rush through this today because I was kind of late starting. I had to update a bunch of stuff, like I said. So we're going to be kind of rushing through this today. My apologies for that as well, because that should be off by now. My fault. Switching back over here. I'm going to switch over to Above Snakes. That's Occupy Mars, the game. Go check it out on Steam. It looks pretty good. I don't know. Again, we'll wait and see. I'll probably end up playing it tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, let's jump on to Above Snakes. Okay, there we go. Hold up. I kind of don't like Steam's player because, like, when you go full screen, it automatically plays, which is really weird. I don't know why it does that. So strange. But anyway, here we go. Above Snakes. We're going to watch this, and then we'll talk about what it is real quick. We're not going to look up as many screenshots. This is going to kind of tell you all about the game here, so there's no reason to kind of go through all the screenshots again. You can see you can do some building. It is a top-down survival-type game. square based. So there are grids, the grid based. It looks like you have to maybe unlock new areas. So far we've had the forest. We're in the desert now. It looks like we're building more on our house and cabin. It is a survival game, so you got to cook and you got to find resources and all. It looks like you can unlock new areas with traders. There's a horse we can ride. That's kind of cool. So it looks like it kind of takes place maybe in the old days. We're doing some fishing. That's kind of cool. Adding stone now to our building instead of just wood. Very neat. Looks like some actual buildings. The structures look really good. If you like these top-down type survival games, then you might really enjoy this. It's supposed to be really good. Some of the early reviews from the demos have been really nice. Here we go, talking to another person here. Is that a zombie? Wait, there's zombies? And above snakes? Why are there zombies? I thought this was just like a survival-based Western game. What is happening? I don't know what's going on. That's a skeleton. Okay. We're fighting a giant skeleton. So that's kind of cool. Above Snakes comes out May 25th. Very, very neat. I did not expect that. Skeletons and zombies and whatnot. So that's kind of neat. Piece by piece, you create your own world and survive in this Wild West-inspired survival RPG. Craft, farm, hunt, build your base, and fight in order to stay alive. May 25th, 2023. Go check it out on Steam. It's called Above Snakes. Very, very cool. Yeah, so when I say grid-based, I mean you start on a single square, and then you either, I'm guessing you unlock the next grid space over, or you buy it, or whatever, I don't know. But basically, you just expand your world and keep going. So it looks like you start on maybe one square, and then you expand out from there. But basically, all the screenshots are what was in the video. My favorite part, I think, is going to be the fishing. It looks like they're ice fishing here, maybe. They're on some ice. So yeah, the very grid-based game. I think it's going to be kind of neat to unlock and see. I may end up playing this. If I do play it, it'll be over on Pixel Deuce Plays channel. You can find the link down below. Go to Linktree. It's where all my links are placed. Find everything in one easy spot there, or just down in the description if you want to scroll past the first set of links there. The first link is literally all links. It is my Linktree. So, looks like there's some bones and stuff out in the woods here. Very, very cool. Resources. Let's see what we can pick out here. Looks like we got some stone. We got some brush. Or maybe sticks and wood in two different settings there. There's some wood right here, maybe sticks and brush, I'm not sure. Looks like some gears. I'm not sure what the sharp-looking thing is here. There's some bolts, though. Some cloth, maybe some coal, charcoal, coal, maybe one of each. Some leaves, mushrooms probably right there. There's some logs. So it looks like logs, wood, sticks, and brush are all going to be different. I'm not real sure. We'll have to wait and see. Stone and maybe some other type of stone there, kind of cool. Some leather, and then some limestone, maybe. I'm not real sure. Maybe. Don't know. In the storage chest, it looks like we have some different types of leaves, some berries, some flowers. Looks like some honey here, some corn, some carrots, seeds. So it looks like it's going to be an all-out survival type Harvest Moon game, but with a twist. So looks pretty neat. Create a new world piece. So moderate climate, cold or warm are your options, and it looks like you can kind of create the world as you go. So pretty cool. Above Snakes comes out May 25th. Go check it out on Steam. If you're watching on, if you're watching the stream back, then there's just links down below. I don't know how it works with the podcast if you have links in a description somewhere, but they're down there if you want to check them out. Or you can just head over to the main channel and find this in the Talking Tuesdays playlist. So there you go. There's that one. We'll switch back over here real quick. And we'll get on to Space Mechanic Simulator. Again, I'm having to kind of roll through these because I got started way late today and I've only got about 5 minutes left. So, yeah, just rolling on here. Space Mechanic Simulator. Let's get a look at it here. Actually, let me switch back to that one. There we go. Space Mechanic Simulator. Become a space mechanic. Get your hands dirty. Explore the depths of space and repair broken machinery. Diagnose problems using diagrams and tools. Perform repairs. Manage your resources. Watch the simulated machinery come alive. Or just gaze upon the beauty of the solar system. So very cool. Another space-related game. But this one is kind of different. We're not going to Mars necessarily to colonize it. We are going into space to repair broken machinery and whatnot in the solar system. So kind of cool. This is, I didn't say who Above Snakes was from. Hang on a second. Let me go back. Above Snakes, Square Glade Games and Creativo. Creativo is the publisher. Square Glade Games is the developer. I always like to give them a shout out because the devs for indie games work really hard on games, and I don't think enough people appreciate indie devs. But here we have, for the developer, we have Atomic Jelly, Thomas Jelanokic, Jelanic Studio. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, Atomic Jelly and Playway is the publisher. Very cool. So let's check out the video here real quick. Another rundown. Space Mechanic. You get your hands dirty. You go explore the depths. You repair broken machinery. You diagnose problems and diagram tools. Perform repairs. Manage your resources. Watch the simulated machinery come alive. Or just gaze upon the beauty of the solar system. Let's go back and watch a video here. Let's go ahead and hit pause. Blow that bad boy up. Let's see. So it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3. This is attach mode, detach mode, examine, and then we got so just like any other like mechanic sim, it's going to be similar to that, but looks like we've got a time thing, moves up here in the top, fix main generator for the mission objective, and then repaired 04 in our heads-up display there in the HUD. Some very cool scenery here of outer space. I don't know if this is Mars or what it is, but there's like a space station, and we're jumping out of a spaceship or something. So that was the first one. Let's go check out the second one. Hold up there. There we go. So this is literally just... See what it's about to be an astronaut? Oh, so we're in like the space shuttle. That's kind of cool. Oh, we're in a rover. Discovery. Wow, okay. So we're going back here. This is kind of cool. A bunch of mechanic work happening. We're replacing fuses and working on different things, it looks like. Very, very cool. Attach, detach. We're using the rover to repair things. Wow, this is really neat. All right, so we're replacing stuff in space and out and on planets and such. And right now, the shot is above Earth, and we're at like the space station. It looks like maybe a made-up space station of sorts. But it looks like there's meteors and stuff around, like rocks and stuff floating. So very cool. Space Mechanic Simulator. When does it come out? May 31st. Above Snakes, May 25th. Space Mechanic Simulator, May 31st, and Occupy Mars comes out May 10th, which is tomorrow if you're watching this today on May 9th. So very, very cool. Lots of really cool games here. I'm interested in at least Occupy Mars to see how it turns out. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, if you're hanging out watching live, what do you think about Occupy Mars? I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Derek, Spiderette, Humanist Sweet, I hope you guys are well. Good to see you. But yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty good. Honestly, the Occupy Mars game. Above Snakes might actually be really fun too. We're gonna have to go check it out in full. I do believe. Let me scroll down a bit and see if we can find anything else on. There's dev logs and stuff, and normally with Talking Tuesday, I'll go through dev logs and see what the devs have to say about it and all that kind of stuff. I'm just out of time for the day. So Occupy Mars does have a Discord. If you want to join it, go to the Steam page. It's on there. So a full description of it here. Occupy Mars is a technical open-world sandbox survival game about Mars colonization inspired by the most promising technologies and companies that are working toward the goal of humanity becoming a multiplanetary species. So again, it looks like we had some Boston Dynamic referenced stuff. I'm not saying they stole the actual thing, but it's definitely referenced that that's what it is. What's it called? The SpaceX Starship, definitely a reference to that, and then some of the building and stuff, very cool. Occupy Mars is I've already read that. Let's see. Build and upgrade your base. Make sure that there's enough water, oxygen, power, and food to survive. And this is like a first person / third person, so it's not a city builder. It's not like a top down. It's gonna be really neat, I think. Build greenhouses, oxygen tanks, fuel generators. Connect all the pipes and cables. Remember about proper cable management. Grow your own food. Fix broken problems. Let's switch over here. Hang on. Let's switch over here to this one. Let's go to that one. Maybe a little bit easier to see some of these pictures. It's pretty small, though. I hate that I can't just zoom in on Steam. That's so silly. Grow crops. So there we are in a greenhouse. We're actually digging a hole. Pretty neat. Explore new regions. Mine resources. Sol and weather cycle. So a sol is a day on Mars. So there's going to be a day and night cycle, basically, and weather cycle. I'm assuming storms, winds, stuff like that are going to be pretty bad. Manage vehicles, and then survive. Occupy Mars is not always easy. Sometimes things will explode, break, or not go exactly as planned. Learn to cope with rapid, unscheduled disassembly, which is a very clever way of saying exploded. Sometimes you have to really act quickly before you run out of air, food, or energy. But most importantly, have fun on Mars. Absolutely. So another one they did was Rover Mechanic Simulator, and I played that, and it was really good. So, and again, I played the prologue to this. I just didn't really like it. It was not far enough along for me at the time. But Rover Mechanic Simulator, I think they did a great job on. I think it played really well. So I'm really looking forward to it. What's up, Rank 29? Tara, how are you? Welcome, welcome. So I do have to take off here in just a few minutes. I did, yeah. We went over Occupy Mars, spent most of the time on it probably, and then when we talked about Above Snakes and Space Mechanic Simulator as well. I got started late today, so that's my apologies, but if you want to go back and watch this back, you can. But yeah, we kind of looked at it, kind of went over it, talked about it. Yeah, absolutely. If you're listening later on the podcast channel, thank you so very much for listening. I'm going to hang out with live chat for just a moment, and then we're going to call it a day there. Thank you so much for listening, and catch the next Talking Tuesday in June. Also, there may be something else coming up that I'm going to start doing, so we'll see on the podcast style, but it's not going to be this. It won't be part of the Talking Tuesday, so keep that in mind too. But anyway, for those listening later, thank you for listening, and I'll catch you guys next time. For everybody in live chat, how are you guys? Have it ready for tomorrow? Yeah, it comes out tomorrow. I think it's gonna be really good. Yeah, I played the demo for it, and it was really wonky. I couldn't get it to work right, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think it's gonna be pretty good though. I'm looking forward to it. I'll probably play it tomorrow. I don't know what the price is gonna be for it though. There was no price released, sadly. So somebody's gonna be asking too, what's the price for these? I'll probably just go back and put it in the comments later. Maybe people will. I don't know. These aren't really big games. They're not like AAA titles. So, the playtest did better. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. I mean, again, I played it in 2020, so I played the demo when it came out. But either way, though, that is gonna do it for me today. I appreciate you guys for hanging out and listening and watching. And I'll be back on Twitch here in just about an hour if you want to come hang out for some Eastern North Carolina multiplayer server. Today on Farm Sim on twitch.tv/DeuceMS. You can. I appreciate you. And I'll catch you guys on the next Talking Tuesday. And again, there may be another project coming for a podcast style deal. Not 100% on that, but we'll see in the future. I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all next time. Later, folks. I have an ending page somewhere. I swear I do. I have an ending somewhere. Oh, I didn't put it on there. Okay, well, I don't have an ending over there. I'll just go over here and hit end. I got this, and we'll figure this out. See you guys.